Hello, my name is Bridget Lonergan, and this is my personal philosophy of healthcare and nursing. I believe that nursing and healthcare serve as conduits to achieving health. Nursing and healthcare do this through a balancing act of maintaining or restoring health. My personal philosophy is that nurses perform this balancing act via two means. The first being social justice, and the second being Florence Nightingale's environmental theory. To quickly sum up how Florence Nightingale's environmental theory is a foundation of my philosophy and how it's relevant today, I can put it this way. Health is, difficult or impossible to attain when your environment is out of balance. So that could mean a lot of things, like poverty, not having access to clean water, living in a place where Cheetos are more accessible to you than fruits and vegetables, living in a war-torn country, a place that's not safe because of the high incidence of gun violence, or simply not having access to healthcare or not being able to afford healthcare. My philosophy of nursing has grown exponentially since I've started my journey towards becoming a nurse practitioner, and I've come to realize that nursing goes way beyond the bedside, and that in order for us to keep or restore, maintain the balance of health on any level, we need to be looking towards maintaining or improving social justice and using Nightingale's environmental theory as a foundation. And the way for nurses to do this is to be advocates, activists, work towards changing policy, infiltrating politics to restore the balance. Today, when we look at health on a broad scale, we see the environmental impacts being expressed in vastly different extremes. So we have the chronic disease states, obesity, type 2 diabetes, flood of pharmaceuticals in developed nations. We see the effects of gun violence and violence and their impacts on health and public health. And we are still continuing to see the other side of it, which, includes starvation, people dying from preventable diseases like polio, the impacts of war, and what we've seen most recently is the lack of technology and healthcare infrastructure in impoverished nations with the Ebola virus. So it's my personal philosophy that through social justice we can eliminate these things and restore health. I should also mention that, I believe that nursing and health is something that everybody should have access to and everybody has a right to, and that health is not a privilege, but like I said, a right. And my personal philosophy also aligns more with health promotion and prevention, and not so much our current medical models philosophy, which is more disease focused. So as I mentioned earlier, the way for us to achieve or restore the balance is by becoming leaders, like I mentioned, through being activists, through policy, and making the changes that would improve these environmental issues that are then impacting health in a negative way. To sum it up, or to help you guys see where I'm kind of coming from, I put in a quote from Rudolf Virchow, who is a physician that we owe much of our understanding of pathophysiology to, but he is also someone who worked tirelessly towards social change, improving public health, fighting poverty, disease, and inequality. And he said, "For if medicine is really to accomplish its great task, it must intervene in political and social life. It must point out the hindrances that impede the normal social functioning of vital processes and effect their removal." And this is how I can sum up my personal philosophy. I hope that this presentation has helped you to understand where I'm coming from and my take on health and nursing. And I look forward to working with everybody this semester. Thank you.